So if you can't work out which game I'm playing from the title screen, you're really, or the thumbnail, yeah, you've probably got problems. Anyway, so just a note for things like difficulty. This is what I got set up, so you know what I'm doing. Just click on those so you can have a quick look and see all the things I got. I let NVIDIA set up the graphics itself. And I've also turned off music because I'm not sure if I can play the music without getting copyright strikes. So until I find out for sure, like in The Witcher, I knew for sure from the start I could use the music, so I used it. But in this game, I don't know, so I'm not going to use it unless, because there's plenty of channels that use music when playing a playthrough of it, but I'm not sure if they got permission or not off the developers. So or is it just everybody gets permission? So I don't know. So we're playing without music first now. Right, and I will just be playing on normal. I don't like very easy because they're very easy mode. I don't like super hard where you're. That's for people who've played it and want to play it again and again and again, as far as I'm concerned. I just play normal, where it's what they made for a recommended difficulty. Yes, I'm not a newcomer to real-time party-based RPGs, but so I'm not a newcomer to real-time party RPGs, but I'm also not a fucking hardcore fan, so I'm not going hard on Path of the Damned. Right, so now we get the narrator telling you about the story. And there should be music here, but you know, because I turned it off. I've got past this to character creator to set up my character. And then I exited the game while having a look at the character creator to make sure I know what kind of character I want to make. And that was it. That's all I've done in the game so far, is look at the character creator. I've seen other people play the game. You know, one other person play the game in Pacific, and I tend to, when I watch videos on YouTube, I have it on one monitor and I play a game on another monitor, so I haven't seen everything in the game. I've listened to him talking, I know the main story of it by hearing him talking away and hearing the narrator talk away, but I've not always been watching the video 100%, so I don't know how to complete every puzzle and all that.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Oh, how lucky. I fell out at just the right time to save the caravan. Ooh. Now let's get a look at me. Right, I am male. Next, I am an Orland. Orlan, not Orland. I'm an Orlan. And that'll be the Hearth, if I remember rightly. Yeah. When attacking any teammate that is also being targeted by a teammate, Hearth Orlans convert some of their hits to crits. Or Defiant Resolve, you gain more will. Again, will defense against all the you get defenses to all will attacks, but no. I'll take the minor threat to gain converting some hits to crits. I'd rather have crits than defenses. And he'll be a paladin. Where the fuck? It's a paladin. Right. They get a lower, which is okay by me. And that just tells you I get my health is 5 times my endurance. My endurance is 42 plus 14 divided by the level. So if I'm at level 1, I've got 14. If I'm at level 2, I get 7 extra. If I'm at level 14, I get 1 extra endurance added on. What? That seems a bit weird, but okay. See, the paladins only have average stats apart from the health. Everything else, like a fighter, they get very high, and average. Barbarian, very high, low, average, and low. Okay, I suppose a chanter doesn't, but chanters have other things to do, so do paladins. They have crowd control abilities and all that, so them not having the highest stats is not that big a deal. If you go purely based on stats of things, you never get anywhere. The kind wayfarers to give myself a bit of a challenge, because he gets bonuses to his stats based on how benevolent and passionate he is to people, and he gets negative bonuses based on how deceptive and cruel he is to people. So I can't lie to people, and I can't butcher someone, which is going to be a complete challenge for me. I'll go for Lay on Hands because I'm just going. Well, hang on. Is this an AoE? No, it's not. So I would rather just go for the Lay on Hands because I'm going to have a high intelligence character. So 5 on that, 4 on that, 6 on that. Now 5 or 6 on intellect. Or resolved. Because I'm going to get 1 might from my background. I could go for the Constitution, but I'm going based on, I've already know what type of character I want to be in the second game, which is going to be the same character carried over, but you then be multi-classed into Paladin and another character. So I want Intellect, Resolve, Might to be my main focus. So I'll get another Might of something else, so either Intelligence or Resolve. And I'd rather have an intelligent character, even though it's not exactly the best, or the Paladin character this game. So my attributes are that, and the Living Lands, that's what gives me the extra might to go up to 15, 15, 16, 15, and 10, 10, 12. Could I have took points off something else? Well, I'm not caring. And it was either Merchant or Scientist to get the lore. Okay, so I could also go a Mercenary and get lore in Athletics. Or lore in Survival. Well, he does have high Athletics already. But I don't want to be a Mercenary Paladin. That kind of... Yeah, it's kind of double... A Paladin who's a Mercenary. It doesn't seem 100% right. So I'd rather go in and get some lower mechanics, even if I don't need mechanics. Because a Scientist could be a Paladin, whereas Merchant, a Paladin Mercenary. Or is it just like he was a Mercenary before he became a Paladin? That could make sense then. He was a Mercenary and then became a Paladin. Is that what it means, the background? I prefer Scientist. He's intelligent, so he's made by a Scientist. Portrait. Yeah, the portrait's that one. Or that one. I kind of like that one because it resembles his ears, so... Anyway. Primary colours are going to be pink, And lilac. Yeah, look at him. Pink and purple. Pink and purple. What's royal purple? Oh, you can't really see royal purple. Alright, so he's a pink and purple guy. It's not really pink. I want a bright pink. And that just looks red. Right, skin, he's going to be blue with bright green hair. Or cyan hair, that'll do me. Am I too caring about what his hair is? Oh, yes. We're going to have this big. No, there was another beard I've seen, wasn't there? That I was looking through it. Okay, no, there's a hair that I've seen when I was looking through it. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, it looks so stupid as fuck. I like it. Look how stupid he looks.
I'll lead the way. Let's go!
I like the feisty one.
Keeping quiet. Huh?
Yeah, feisty. Yeah, I like the feisty. Enter name. His name is Mogwai. Have you ever seen Gremlins? He's a Mogwai. Organs look like Mogwai, okay? That's done. The caravan master finishes dressing the group. His bushy red moustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood? Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Okay, Otema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfell, who carries an old sun bleach bowl. An old sun bleach bowl, sorry. He nods in your direction. Sparfell nods and slides the worn bowl over his shoulder. Okay, so where'd I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
He adds with a wink. Your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may open up options for your own dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on individual personality and attitude. Okay. So I don't get any options this day. So who did build these ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
There's concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a Beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
What are those huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
I'll go see about getting those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travellers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armour-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
He casts a side. O'Dema chuckles and shakes his head. He looks at you, and then he casts a sidelong glance at her.
Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beowick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
O'Dema's small grin recedes beneath his mustache, and he is stern once more.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Right, so who's Theoden?
No problem.
Right. How do I move the map? Welcome to Pillars Alternative. If it's your first visit to the World Reorder, you may want to watch these windows to become familiar with the tools and interface available to you. Your party always consists of your characters and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside Glenfafn ruins, O'Dema has assigned Kalisha to help you. Kalisha is a fighter, a class that excels at close quarters defence. Use her abilities to complement your own. To select the party member, click on their selection circle, their portrait, or press the number button that corresponds to the position of the party, starting with 1 to the left. Rightio. To select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere on the screen and drag the marquee over the circles of party members you'd like to include. To move, select the character on the map, anywhere on the screen where your cursor is a circle of 4 wedges. All selected characters will move their path to their corresponding position in the formation. If you see a red circle with a slash through it, you cannot walk on that part of the map. When multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. To see an individual character's options, select only that character. Alright, so I have... So yeah, scripts. He's got a mace and a small shield. He's got no inventory items. He's got second wind to revive another character and lay on hands. Second one, knockdown. I can talk to her, right? Now can I?
Huh?
So how do I move the map? Or is it just this map's too small?
No problem.
Most people you encounter in the world are neutral or friendly. You interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. Many characters simply greet you and going away, but others have larger conversations to explore. The merchant Haledin has a conversation that opens a store with equipment for sale. Where is he? Controls? How do I move? No, how do I move the camera? The arrows. I don't want. Okay, camera left. Yes. Camera right. Camera up. Down. I'll click those things on the thing itself. Cancel action, that's fine. Yes. There we go. Proper camera controls. There's Theoden.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He shakes his head and laughs when he notices you. He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, and as if he hasn't quite got used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Who are you?
I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
He looks at the wagon and grins ruefully. With an outlook like that, I'm sure you'll do well. What? You now have one rank in a disposition and reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favoured by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good in pillars or bad in pillars on territory. Oops. But if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign the dispositions with what is favoured by the deity and order respectively. For the main character only, their disposition will modify the effects of holy radiance and faith for paladins. Okay, holy radiance for priests and faith for, and conviction for paladins. We'll see, I suppose. I'm just trying to do right by my family.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Tell me about the Adir Empire.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Ceres and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire, a fact our companions are quick to remind me of.
Gives you a lopsided grin and nods at the other scattered caravaneers. Why'd you move all the way out here?
Because it seemed friendlier than Raed Ceres? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
He shrugs. Deerwood is a former Adir camp colony, so it seemed like a good place to start, and as much as I admired Saren's work ethic, they've always struck me as a little fanatical. That's reasonable enough. Out here I'm just taking it one day at a time. Okay. Let's see what you got. You've got a sword, so this is where you can just pick up a weapon if you don't like the one you've got. Okay. And why I've got a giant miniature space piglet. What's this ring? The second grants the ability to shield the wearer from myriad perils that plague the world of Eora. An aspect of the god Aophis, Gon, represents the harvest of old age, symbolised here by the many interlocking sickles that form the ring. As Gon helps protect the dignity of old age, so too do his followers pledge to prevent young lives from being harvested before their time. It gives 15 endurance twice per rest. Okay. I know how stores work. I don't need to read that. I do have some mechanics, so I'll take a lockpick, just in case. Now where do I see my inventory? Journal, character, inventory. Pet, okay, so we'll have our space pig. We'll put a ring on. Now where's the map?
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Add miss worked. The path winds through a narrow canyon, going back the way you
Shouldn't
came.
stray too far. Let's check by those outcroppings.
Young wolf. How do I play now? Okay. Okay, so how to unpause? Space. Okay, so she's engaged, okay. Okay. Potions and scrolls, there's nothing about using that wolf hide, okay.
This is it.
You're some kind of scientist the way I hear it. I learned to harness the soul crimes. Well, he's a paladin, so. I came across something like, right, so I made mistakes, some of the people who got in trouble weren't the right people. No, I don't think so. I came across something I couldn't solve that troubled me more than I thought it would. I found out that more than I wanted about someone I cared for. Those two, I'd probably take this one. Some things just aren't in the stars, there's no changing it. Makes you wonder if the gods like putting us in situations that can't be resolved just to see what we'd do. Kalista breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radic's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You're here to settle, like the rest of the lot. I haven't given it much thought. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. Just looking for some adventure, really. You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns and send regular groups out to unexplored places, as long as you don't mind a little danger. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odema will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? Kalisha sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixamito. But I'll do anything for her. She's much better a woman than me, so I'm here and we'll see. Adema I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. Tell me about yourself. I got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Deerwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. That's where I came from, isn't it? I've got a brother in Ruatai and another in Erdir. My sister in Gilded Vale, and she's the only real homebody, really. What can you tell me about Deerwood? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of Radier Empire. Broke off after some war years back. The locals here are feisty and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess, a lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice she adds, I have to ask my sister more about it. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath for Sparfle's getting your water any time soon. He does what he feels like, and when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, slap him round a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get your water. Go on, Space Pig.
Quickly and quietly.
Right, so let's see if there's any other options or controls I need to remember. Highlight interactables. That sounds good. Let's go for explore over here. And he was there, so I'm assuming that was where he went. And this must be where we're going once we finish. What's this? I'm just allowed to take that. These tall glass green pillars appear as if they are sprouted from the earth. The flickering fire sets shadows dancing within. Within them. Oh, sorry. Okay, so oh. If I had a good ranged character, could I just shot that deer? The corpse is cold to the touch and ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark crusted blood stain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Travellers maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign any way you figure it. As far as I know, his stash is infinite. What I've seen other people play, they can just stuff everything they want in that stash and it'll never get full.
Went hunting.
Out of the trees emerges Sparfall, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow under strangers his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves towards you with laboured breath. Gleesh stuff around Sparfall.
Are you alright?
Oh. Sparfall's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in heat, the feathered shaft and arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
How did the guy from the top come in? So... we both just engaged. This one?
Let's go!
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
The footprints around the campfire are indistinct. They may have been here for days or longer. I'd rather my character has a sword, to be honest, but I can do without it for just now. I'm sure we'll find something along the way that'll... Alright, so that's us explored the map, as far as I can tell.
Let's go! Let's go!
She should just knock herself down.
Wrong.
And she hit me for 10. Okay.
Yeah?
So I clicked on myself instead of...
Sure.
I actually clicked on myself instead of the enemy with her ability. All around you lie the massacred remains of other travellers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed with bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapour. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on the limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from the bodies of its half-split logs. One of them, towering severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognise as Heerden, the last of the caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight, or you'll lose. Why have we done this? The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Ireland Faf. We have not trespassed, we merely should pass through. I don't know what they did, but I didn't have anything to do with it. Murderers will pay with your life. You'll try to kill us all either way. What makes it easy? Why make it easy? The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Ireland Faf. The words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them, they mean to kill us all. We are innocent in this, while you not listen to reason. Only fools attack a weak enemy while a strong one yet lives. You can kill him, but you might as well be killing yourself. Go ahead, kill him, do it. Rush the man before he can react. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you're worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting ruins, would you? Very well, let him go. If I put down my weapons, we're all dead. I like the fact it's intellectual, so we'll go for that one. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you're worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? The man frowns and motions as to swing his axe. Heerden winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we set this charge. How do you know? Because it is consistent with our beliefs, or because it's what you were told? The man glares. It has always been known to my people. I see. And what of Galawain's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Galawain would want some mouldy, crumbling stones to survive long after the builders have turned to dust? The man's nostril flares as he fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did, just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters in his axe handle, and he nearly fumbles it, affording Heerden the moments he needs to dodge out his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. You, Heerden, over here. Us two, charge this guy.
No problem. Yeah.
You, heal him up. You. This time, get the right fucker. Oh, why am I not attacking him now? Right, so they're not attacking immediately. Emily lies supine on the ground, unable to rise, his companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but the skies above. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man rolls his eyes back as he closes them. Good, good, the gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp. It's electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin. Where it pierces you, it feels as though it's rending you apart from within. Seated against the wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across the chest and bow, Odema's body stirs. With a great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open, he looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
And this is when it turns you into a watcher, isn't it? Oh, this has been 45 minutes. I don't care, it's a wee bit longer because this is the intro. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of the weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Halden trails behind, slowed by an injury and delayed by his early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who has been feigning death, lunges for Halden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Halden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind, from your position. If you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Throw your weapon at the attacker, I'll give it a try. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Halden loose. Lurching to his feet, Halden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. Grab him! But diving out into the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Secure in his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Halden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. With a deep resonance to the swelling wind now, you feel the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces a stone before you. Loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Okay, so I need to look into this AI thing. I know how it works roughly. You can set things like in Final Fantasy 12 for what?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Halden's words come between wheezing gasps.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
So, I'll pause there and I'll end the recording here. Oh well, live stream. Oh shit, I forgot to set this to private. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.